Hello and welcome in this session. Here we continue to the history of ancient history of Numidia in English language. Welcome one more time in this session. I think we stand in the last session with the Punic War, especially in the third part of this war, which we know that this war was raised between Carthage in part and Roman Republic in the other part. And we know that the Numidian king involved in this war between this great power in the Mediterranean Sea. And this king of Numidia were allied to each part of the war. And we know that the kings of Numidia switched their alliance between Carthage and Rome. As we know, Siphacus, he was in the first time allied with the Roman, and he was against Carthage. But by the time the Carthaginian general Hasdrubal had convinced him to be allied with Carthage, even though he was engaged with the Carthaginian princess Saphonisba. This woman was also engaged before to Massinissa. Massinissa was the king in East Numidia, as we said before in the last session. Even though Massinissa switched his ally to Carthage into Rome, and he is forced to do that, I think, before the Carthaginian involved in the crisis of the throne in Numidia. And we know in this time there is trouble in the East Numidia between the royal family and Massinissa struggled to get the throne back to him, but he could not get the throne because of the trouble in the royal family of Eastern Numidia. And and Siphacus, they took advance of this situation, and he invaded East Numidia. I think with the Carthaginian encouraged him to do that. We think because the Carthaginian there is no trust with Massinissa. As we know, Massinissa switched his ally by that to the Roman, and he began contact with the great general, the Roman general Scipio, which his name was Scipio Africanus after that. And as we know that the Roman general land to Africa, and the ally between him and Massinissa was very obvious to the Carthaginian and to the Sifax, which is his rival. And there were raged between them. There were between Carthage and Roman, and other were begin between Siphacus and Massinissa. In the first time, Massinissa was lost his war, but he fled the battle and survived, and fled to the mountain and began to raise guerrilla between against Siphacus, and he managed to defeat Cephas with the help of the Roman in the great battle of Cirta, and finally Massinissa managed to enter to his city Carthage victorious with the help of the Roman, as we said before. And after that, with the Roman help, with the Roman helps, Massinissa captured his rival king, Cephas, and Cephas became a prisoner in the Roman, and after that he killed there. And then the Masnisa became the first and who unit the Numidian, which is in that time, which was in the time independent kingdom in the shadow of Rome.